Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to do my 12-week pregnancy update. So I just turned 12 weeks last Wednesday, the 27th. There was a little confusion in my last video about like when my weeks were, so I just wanted to make sure I cleared that up. So a lot of you are super close to me. A lot of people left in the comments that they were pregnant and like how far along they were, and that was so cool to be able to see all of that. So I'm so excited for all of you, and it'll be so fun to go through this together. So let's just get right into the 12-week update. So as you can maybe tell, I am feeling a lot better. I haven't been quite as nauseous. I have been a little bit sick still. It just comes and goes, and I think a lot of it is depending on the foods I'm eating. I think I do have like more like the food aversions rather than just like everything makes me puke and feel nauseous and all that. But that's a really great thing. I'm so excited to not be just sick 24/7 like I was with Creed. My first pregnancy, I was sick for 23 weeks straight, all day, every day, and it was terrible. So I was kind of anticipating that happening this time, but I'm so glad that it's a little bit easier as far as like that part goes. The fatigue has definitely lessened. I am not having to take a bunch of naps every day. I usually sit down and still have like a little bit of a rest time, I would say, but other than that, I'm not like sleeping a lot and like feeling like I cannot really do anything, which I think Creed is super excited because now we're actually back to our normal routine and kind of playing more, and I'm able to do a lot more stuff with him and activities, whereas the first few weeks, oh man, I just couldn't get off the couch. And so he was probably like, Mom, come on, like let's go. But poor guy. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better in that aspect, and so it's been a lot of fun to be able to go out and do our normal thing. Some other side effects I'm still having and that have actually gotten worse are my heartburn. Oh Lord, like my heartburn is crazy. I've been taking Tums a little bit, and then that like, I don't know what it's called, Mylanta of some kind. It's like a white, it tastes terrible, but it really does help. And I've been taking that a lot, especially at night, because it seems like as I lay down, my heartburn is worse. Fun fact, I read that if you lay on your left side at nighttime, that helps with your heartburn and aids digestion because your stomach lays down on that left side, and so it's not as easy for that acid to come up. So if you're dealing with heartburn, try that, it might help you. Next, I have been getting headaches a little bit more. I have been using 2 apps for my pregnancy. I use the Ovia app. I think it's called Ovia. I don't know. It's OVIA. And then the Bump pregnancy app. I use those with Creed also. I just really like the apps. The Bump is really good because it gives a lot of detailed information weekly, whereas Ovia, I hope I'm saying that right, but it gives new like fun facts every day, like multiple times a day. And so I like that, just to kind of check in and see, you know, like this is happening now, like the organs are in place, you know? So if you don't have any pregnancy apps, I would recommend those. Anyways, those apps are what kind of told me that the headaches are like something that you can expect. I was thinking that I was just getting dehydrated because one of the main symptoms of dehydration is headache. And it turns out that that's a symptom of pregnancy going into the 2nd trimester. And so it made me feel a little bit better because I feel like I've been chugging water like crazy. And so when I saw that that was a symptom, it kind of like made me feel a little bit more, you know, reassured that I am drinking enough water and that it is just one of those symptoms that you kind of just have to deal with as it goes. Another symptom that I've been having is having to pee all the time. So my bladder is tiny, and I don't know, they say it's because of increased blood flow that makes you have to urinate more, but the other day I did pee my pants. So luckily I was coming home, and so it wasn't that big of a deal. It could have been way worse, but girl, it was still embarrassing nonetheless. But these things happen, and I was so relieved to hear that it happens to a lot more people than you would think, especially with the 2nd pregnancy, because you've already kind of, you know, made room for a baby before, so you kind of have that space, and I don't know, things are just more apt to things coming out. I don't know, that's probably TMI, but hey, it's true, it's real life, it happens. So if you pee your pants, don't feel bad because you're not the only one, okay? Some other things that we talked about last time were like the hormones and being super hormonal. That's gone down a little bit. I can say that I'm not like I'm not crying like I was. I still get a little bit annoyed, but I think that's also maybe just like because I get annoyed sometimes, but it's not as bad as it was. Like I was just snapping before and just everything was bothering me and irritating, but now it's not like that. I feel a lot better and a lot more easygoing. My breakouts are one thing that has not gone away, not even in the slightest. My whole face, I'll zoom in on myself, like no shame, right? Look at that. I mean, can you see? My whole entire face is just like one massive blackhead zit breakout. So that's not that fun, but you know, it just comes with it. And so if that's gonna be the worst of all of the symptoms, then I'm fine with that for sure. We did find out that we are having a girl thanks to the sneak peek test. I told you about that last time. We did the blood test at home and the clinical test, so it's 96% accurate. And so I am definitely crossing my fingers that once we go for that 20-week sonogram, it will be accurate and we will for sure be having a girl. I'm super excited. I've been buying all kinds of stuff, so it better be a girl, okay? I've been having more cravings. Like lately I've been craving cereal, so terrible craving probably, but hey, I mean, sometimes you just have to give in. So I've been craving cereal, a ton of watermelon. The other day I was craving chili and I made it for dinner. So I was super hungry. I ate quite a bit of it and it really came around and bit me right in the rear because I got super sick that night and had heartburn, and it was just, I was nauseous and it was bad. But it sounded so good at the time, and so I didn't know, you know, maybe, I don't know. I should have been smarter because I know a lot of those like Mexican food or any like kind of spicy foods or foods with a lot of like seasonings or pepper, things like that, they usually are a trigger. Cilantro was one I spoke about in a video that I think is a trigger for my nausea and things like that. So I think I just need to be a bit more mindful about that and in what I'm cooking. Even if it sounds good, I need to kind of reel it in and try to make things that I know aren't gonna make me sick like that. And I do think one of the major things also that has helped with that nausea is my doctor recommended that I start taking vitamin B6 with a low dose of Unisom. And Unisom I think is actually a sleep aid, but in this way it's a really low dosage, and so it actually just kind of helps with that nausea and vomiting. And so I started that about at 10 weeks is when I started. So it's been about 2 weeks now, a little over, and I have noticed a substantial difference. So if you are dealing with that nausea and vomiting, again, I would definitely recommend asking your doctor about that Unisom and vitamin B6, because it might be something that you could try too that might be able to help you and kind of ease that symptom, because I know that symptom is just, oh man, it's not fun at all. And I mean, going into the second trimester, I'm hoping that it just keeps going less and less and less, but in the meantime, I really do think that that has helped. Something else I've been noticing is vivid dreams, like extremely vivid dreams. I'm talking like the weirdest but most realistic things ever. And I don't know, the other day I had a dream that my father-in-law was in the front seat of the car trimming his beard with nail clippers, and like I could paint you a picture of what it looked like. It was so bizarre, weird, and I told him about it and he was like, okay, like, girl, you need to get checked out because that is weird. But hey man, it's a sign of pregnancy, right? The weird dreams, do you have them too? I don't know, let me know. But it seems like I have them all the time. I'm waking up all night to pee, and so it's like I always remember them a little bit better because I'm not just sleeping through the night. And so I don't know, I just always wake up and I'm just cracking up about what I'm dreaming about. Like the things are seriously crazy. I'll insert a bump picture here. It's still, I mean, nothing too exciting. I'm hoping that it kind of starts showing a little bit more here in the next week or so as that baby gets bigger. Right now the baby is the size of a plum or a, what did that other app say? Oh, a ripe apricot, I don't know. But I thought that was funny, like a ripe one, not an unripe one. It's not that size, it's the size of a ripe one. I just cracked up at that. And so it's kind of cool. I love that on those apps to be able to see like the size, you know what I mean? So I guess as that baby grows, so am I, and I got a ton of snacks and stuff for my birthday, so thanks to all my friends and family. You're gonna help me right along with that bump. But So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're around this time period, or even if you're not, what are some of your symptoms this week? You can follow me on social media to be able to see more of like my pregnancy stuff. We did our gender announcement picture there. I've been doing bump dates, things like that. So I'll leave my social media accounts down below, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.